Jai Shri Krishna. So today I'm going to tell you something, okay? So this is about Abhigya. I have a small fever, so I'm taking a small fever. Oh, the pills for the day are over. Like this, I kept on having pills. This is true. Please think it's a real thing. Just tell you. It's been a month. I've been having pills, but my problem is not getting cured. It's turned into epilepsy. My doctor is saying epilepsy. You have to take an epilepsy. No pill.
This time you have to take 3 times dosage.
Okay, sir. Morning, noon, evening. One day I felt homicidal. If anybody makes a mistake, I will just finish them.
Oh yeah, I dropped the camera.
What? You dropped the camera! How dare you drop the camera? Stop doing that! That's the problem of popping a pill. Do not ever pop pills. Please, you become like me. Please.
Shall I start, Bhaiya?
Yeah, Vidya. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. So today we are going to see about something called the pop a pill culture. Pop a pill for every single complaint. So since we have this is a video for all cultures across the entire world. So I would say Jai Shri Krishna for Hindus and Assalamu Alaikum for Muslims and Praise the Lord for Christians and Tat Sri Akal for Sikhs, of course. So today we are going to see about this kind of thing that is known as the pop a pill culture. Pop a pill for all the complaints and diseases, everything that you have, you need a pill for it. Why always go to boxes like this for all the problems and look for relief in these boxes which have nothing but money, bugs and things, etc. in them. Money, bugs, when I say that, that means that each one of these pills are extremely expensive and useless too. So they are just money boxes and depopulation tools for the rich and the elite people. So I would prove this particular statement that I said by various different kinds of things. So let's begin by this. I would like to introduce to you 2 more people. You might know about these very great people. That is Healer Bhaskar in Tamil Nadu and also B.M. Hagare. So he speaks on against this Illuminati. That's Healer Bhaskar. So he speaks against this pharmaceutical industry, etc. and all of these things. And B.M. Hagare speaks against this pharmaceutical industry that is going on in hospitals, etc. So actually there will be a clipping, so you can just hear this clipping which is going to be inserted in the video. So
தோலெல்லாம் புண்ணு இருக்கும், சொரியாசிஸ். கண்ணு தெரியாது, கண்ணாடி மாட்டிருப்பேன். தலைவலி பயங்கரமாக வரும், வயிற்று வலி வரும். ஃபிட்ஸ் வந்திருக்கு. ஃபிட்ஸுக்காக மட்டும் 4-3 வருஷம் கோயம்புத்தூர் ஜிஹெச்சில் மருந்து வாங்கி சாப்பிட்ருக்குறேன். கோமாவில் போயிருக்கிறேன். இப்படி சின்ன வயசுலேருந்து ஏகப்பட்ட நோய் உடம்பெல்லாம். இந்த வயசுல இப்படி ஒரு ஆரோக்கியத்தை பற்றி நான் ஏன் பேசுறேன்னா, நான் அவ்வளோ பாதிக்கப்பட்டேன். உலகத்தில் எல்லா டாக்டர்கிட்டையும் போனேன். அலோபதி, ஹோமியோபதி, சித்த, ஆயுர்வேதம் எல்லாத்துக்கிட்டும் போனேன். எல்லாரும் அவங்கவுங்க இருக்கிற பொருளை விற்கிறாங்க, ஏதோ சொல்றாங்க, பட் எனக்கு அது கம்ஃபர்டபுள் இல்லை, சரியாக மாட்டேங்குது. ஃபாலோ பண்ணி பார்த்து நிறைய மாத்திரையாகி மருந்தாகி சிவில் இன்ஜினியர். அதுக்கப்புறம் நிறைய மாத்திரைலாம் சாப்பிட்டு பைத்தியமே முடிச்சிருச்சு. கடைசியில் என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, இந்த மென்டல் அப்படின்ட்டாங்க, சைக்காட்ரிக் நோய் வந்துச்சு, அதுக்கு மாத்திரை கொடுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. இவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, எல்லாத்துக்கும் மருந்து கொடுத்துட்டே இருப்பாங்க. நம்ம பைத்தியம் வருவோம், அதுக்கப்புறம் பைத்தியத்துக்கு மருந்து கொடுப்பாங்க. கொடுத்து நான் எல்லாம் வேலை விட்டுட்டு 3 வருஷம் வீட்டில் படுத்தே கிடந்தேன். உடம்பு முடியாம. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் முடிவு பண்ணேன், இனிமேல் அந்த வைத்தியத்தை நம்மளால ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு எல்லா மருந்து மாத்திரை விட்டுட்டு படுத்த படுக்கையா இருந்து நானே ரெக்கவர் ஆகி ரிசர்ச் ஆரம்பிச்சேன். பல்வேறு நாடுகள், பல்வேறு கோர்ஸ். நான் போகாத ஆசிரமம் கிடையாது, படிக்காத புக்கு கிடையாது. எல்லா குருநாதரும் எல்லா ஆசிரமத்துக்கும் போவேன், எனக்கு ரூல்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிடையாது. இவர்கிட்ட போக மாட்டேன், அவர்கிட்ட போவேன்லாம். ஒரு போர்டு மாட்டி வச்சிருந்தா நான் போய் உட்காருவேன், அது யோகாவாகட்டும் வைத்தியமாகட்டும். இப்படி உலகத்துல பல்வேறு நாடுகள்ல பல்வேறு குருநாதர்கிட்ட பல்வேறு புத்தகங்களை படிச்சு பல்வேறு யூடியூப்கள் பார்த்து எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் புரிஞ்சுது. என்ன புரிஞ்சதுன்னா, நம்ம ஒரு மனிதனுக்கு நோய் வரணும்னா சாப்பாட்டை தப்பா சாப்பிட்டா தான் நோய் வரும், தண்ணியை தப்பா குடிச்சா வரும், மூச்சு காத்த ஒழுங்கா இழுக்கலன்னா வரும், ஒழுங்கா தூங்கலன்னா வரும், ஒழுங்கா உழைக்கலன்னா வரும், மனசை ஒழுங்கா வச்சுக்கலன்னா வரும். இதை நான் எனக்கு புரிஞ்சிச்சு. இதை எப்படி ஒழுங்குபடுத்துறதுங்கிறது ஆராய்ச்சி பண்ணேன், எனக்கு புரிஞ்சுது. அதெல்லாம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணும்பொழுது நான் நல்லா இருக்கிறேன். மருந்து மாத்திரம் சாப்பிட்றதில்ல, சௌக்கியமா சந்தோஷமா நிம்மதியா இருக்கிறேன், கண்ணாடி போடுறதில்ல. இது ஆனவன் என்ன பண்ண, எனக்கு யாரை பார்த்தாலும் பாவம் பாடிச்சு ஊருக்குள்ள. என் சொந்தக்காரங்க தெரிஞ்சவங்க எல்லாருமே நோயால பாதிச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. நம்மள மாதிரி அவங்களும் பைத்தியம் முடிச்சு தெரிய போவாங்களோன்னு சொல்லி நான் என்ன பண்ணேன், இதை என்னோட சொந்தக்காரங்க தெரிஞ்சவங்க சொல்ல ஆரம்பிச்சேன். வழக்கமா வீட்டில் யாருமே கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. ஒரு பப்ளிக்கா வந்தேன், ரோட்டுக்கு போனேன், ரோடெல்லாம் நோட்டீஸ் கொடுத்தேன், ஒரு மண்டபம் வாடகைக்கு எடுத்தேன், ஒரு மைக் செட் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணேன், கூப்பிட்டேன். யாருமே வரல. முதல்ல ஒரு 3 வருஷம் 2000 நோட்டீஸ் சப்ளை. 3 வருஷம் யாருமே வரல. 2000 நோட்டீஸ் யாருமே வரலன்னா ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீ வருவாங்க. 2000 நோட்டீஸ் சப்ளை பண்ண ஊரெல்லாம் ஒரு மண்டபம் வாடகைக்கு எடுப்பேன், மைக் செட் வச்சு உட்காந்துருப்பேன். 2 பேர் 3 பேர் வருவாங்க. இப்படி 2-3 வருஷம் இருந்து அதுக்கப்புறம் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா எல்லாரும் பிக்கப் ஆகி புரிஞ்சு இப்போ இன்டர்நேஷனல் லெவலில் எல்லா ஊருக்கும் போய் சிறப்பாக நடத்திட்டு இருக்கிறோம். இது ஒரு புரிதல்.
Industry in the world. Cholesterol lowering alone is $1.72 trillion business. One company which sells cholesterol drugs gets on an average $15 to $18 billion profit. A cardiac stent, which is like your spring of the ballpoint pen, costs $10 to manufacture, sold for $2,000. And the budget is $500 doctor's hospitality. And a company gets a small profit of $1,490 per stent. And of course, because the blocks you see are not disease at all. The disease that kills you is not seen in the angiogram. It's called vulnerable block, which can't be seen. These blocks are very good because even a child has a block. Conditionally, these people with the block get a heart attack, they won't die. But if one gets a heart attack without a block, he will drop down dead. So, but we frighten that. We tell them, don't do this sentence we use. You are sitting on a volcano. It might burst any minute. So the fellow says, can he go home and come back? He has talked to his wife. I don't know. On your way back home also you may die. So you better do it now. Do you know why? If the bakra goes out and talks to somebody, he may not come back. Really true. That is why we have become a menace to society. It has to change. It can't change otherwise. It has to change from within. And that change can come only if we can bring a generation, future generation, which is not as greedy as we are.
So, you might have heard the clipping right now. So, now, why are these two people and many more people like Vandana, Shiva, etc., good people like David Icke, not on the mainstream media? Because they're exposing something which is very controversial and which is true. Controversial lies are present, they're called rumors. Controversial truths are the things that are supposed to be revealed to the people about the big elite. Why they call it controversial? What's so negative about that? It is positive because we all have to know the problems of humanity that the elite are causing in this world. They are creating diseases, they are creating problems, etc. in this world. So we have to get them out, and for that we can't go fight a war, we can't go and complain to the government if the government is with them. We can't even go and fight or complain or do anything against them. The only thing we can do is stop buying their products like boxes like this, which give them about 100 billion a year. So US companies and Pfizer, etc., big multinational companies of medicines, drug companies, etc., they make 300 billion almost every year from common people across the world by selling medicines. So that's the job of these people. They just make money, and they're not actually worried that much about money. They're worried more about this particular thing known as depopulation. So they want to depopulate the world, and that's why they've inculcated this pop a pill culture for every single thing. You have malaria, pop a pill. You have fever, just mild fever. Oh, just take a pill. You have little signs of dengue, okay, take a pill. Why not search for things that you have right in your backyard? A small weed-like thing is growing in your backyard and you're saying, it's not at all nice, let's pluck it out. But you don't know that that particular thing might be a cure for the disease that somebody is having inside your house. Pluck it and throw. This is called ignorance. Just see this. A person here is eating some crazy different kind of food. And a person on the other side is removing a herbal plant and throwing it out in the same house, which can cure the disease that this person is suffering with. Imagine how the mindset of the entire world has become by not following the herbs and the herbal plants that are just behind you or just in your surroundings, and going far away kilometers in big vehicles here and there, and like getting so scared and rushing towards a doctor. Imagine how this is separated so much. This is the mainstream media. They make us believe that going far off miles just for a small paper of rubbish written on it, that's a prescription by an expert neurologist who doesn't even know what is the mind and what do these stupid chemicals do in our body. People like the doctors that have treated my grandfather, I'll tell you about that too. So that's a bigger episode. There are many doctors who have cheated my grandfather and got him into medicines, and this is one of them. So I got this, I stole it from my grandfather because my grandfather does not want me to expose this. Well, so these criminals, I would say, in the MSM, mainstream media, I do not mean the reporters or the journalists, I mean the people who are at the top level. They do not allow a single information of any person's name or company name to be given out, because that's going to give information to people all over their viewers, and TV channels have very, very big viewers. So their viewing capacity is all over the world watches that channel. So millions or almost a crore of population will know, depending on TV channel strength, about what particular thing is happening. Just keep popping. My grandfather was that. So now I'm going to tell you what happened to my grandfather. There's a doctor called Abhigya, and I just feel like destroying his entire clan for what he has done to my grandfather. So that is giving pills of this particular medicine, cetoin, so it's called extended phenytoin sodium capsules, USP, cetoin, and this is the one. First, my grandfather was having mild problems, kind of like epilepsy, but it was not exactly epilepsy, it was some kind of weakness in the body, and for that weakness, they gave him this epilepsy medicine, 1 dosage a day. Then again, the second dosage, they started increasing the dosage 2 times a day, then 3 times, and now my grandfather is taking it morning, noon and night. The same medicine, and that makes him depressed. He was intelligent, he was active, he had invented so many things. Even now if we see his inventions at home, he doesn't like to show his stuff, but the thing is that he has so much different kinds of things that he has made in electronics, and he has made so many different kinds of alarms here and there. He has done so much work, and he was very intelligent, active too. Still, he is now also intelligent, but again, there is a problem, that is depression and inactive nature is present in my grandfather because of these pills. These pills have damaged many people. My grandfather might be a very small example in the lot just of depression and inactivity, but there might be billions of more people across this world who are suffering from different complaints, and these big guys, these pharmaceutical brats, they make so much money out of the drugs that they sell to people, and they make 300 billion, 200 billion, 100 billion. Their profits go all above 99 billion. Man, from where are they getting that much money to make these things? So here is this Dr. Abhigya who gives these medicines. Medicine or poison? I don't really understand it. But if you see the particular sentences they are written here, caution, it is dangerous to take this preparation except under medical supervision. Warning, to be sold by retail only on the prescription of a neurologist. Then, if this medicine is so dangerous that some 100 CCTV cameras should be observing you while you're taking this small pill, then what greatness does this have? And this has not cured my grandparents of any kinds of weakness or anything. The only problem that is happening because of this is, there are many problems. Main thing is depression, inactivity. The side effects are millions more, which again, oh, I'm getting the side effect. It's because of this drug. The moment you know it's because of this drug. Okay, let me just tell you an example. For example, you took a drug that a doctor prescribed for you. You just had mild fever. Okay, just mild fever. And then the doctor gave you a medicine. You take that medicine and after some time the mild fever just went a little. Maybe 2-3%. You felt it and you felt the medicine is working. Suddenly your stomach started gurgling a lot and you got stomach pain. Then you call the doctor and you rushed to the doctor, got another medicine, again popped another medicine. Again, then you started feeling lots of pain on both the hands. Then you took another different kind of medicines together and then you felt, the pain is little reduced but the medicine is working. So you keep taking that. Okay, 2-3 hours you've been taking these pills. Next again, there is a hard bout of fever and then you get very scared. But you still don't realize that all of these medicines have given this. Even if you realize, you feel, doctor's right, doctor's gone, doctor's everything. And then you go to the doctor again. You don't realize that these medicines that the doctor has given you is only causing you this high bout of fever. And again you go to the doctor and he gives you another pill. Here, please take it. Take this 500 times a day. Simply joking. Yeah, only 3 times. Okay, fine. He takes it 3 times. Again, this time a tumor has developed in the person. There are many cases like this. I'm not simply saying some fairy tale for you all to understand, but this is really a real problem. Most people are having this problem and this connection might be in your lives too, though you're not, I think you're not visualizing it, that's it. But even you are able to know it. Just bring this small spark out. Get to know that these doctors are cheating. They bring you one medicine for the other, and when it just reduces 2-3% of the disease, then we start believing the medicine's working. And again, when it brings out a bad, harder disease, we again go to the doctor. Why don't we realize that this bad, hard, dangerous disease is because of this? These medicines worsen. What do all allopathy medicines do? If you read real allopathy books and MBBS books, all they teach is give medicines which can suppress the germs. It does not say ever destroy the germs. Even if it says antibiotic, these antibiotics have real big things. Those are kind of the only medicines which destroy. But there are other allopathic medicines which suppress the natural things in our body. So when they suppress the natural things in our body, different kinds of operations in our body, the body then comes back in a force again. You try to destroy the earth by quarrying and mining, an earthquake comes. You try to kill the mother cow, an earthquake comes. You try to fiddle with Varuna Deva, a tsunami comes. That's his anger. It's his anger which can destroy the entire world. It's the Lord, the Supreme Lord, Vishnu, Sri Krishna, Shiva, Allah, Jesus Christ, Jehovah. You can call him as any name, but he is the Lord, and it is his law and order by which we get diseases, and whether we survive or we don't, or whether we worsen or we improve. Still, even though this rule of karmic things are there, our Ayurveda has given different kinds of things. So for a small example, my grandfather has epilepsy, so he took this pill. Expensive enough. Instead of that, why not take this? Abhigya, can you please show this in the camera? This thing, can you show?
Yeah, bhaiya. A second. Yeah.
So you can see that this particular medicine, this is called kashkash, and this kashkash gives lots of energy. The cure to epilepsy according to our ancient Ayurvedic texts is this thing. It's just poppy seeds. So this one is very beneficial for curing epilepsy, and therefore This is an ancient Ayurvedic thing. It's not a preparation, it's just a poppy seed. We have to all understand that every single cure lies in nature and nothing else. We all have to understand that this entire world is based on God who has created nature. And nature will conserve us, protect us, and keep us healthy. Even though there are many karmic things, etc., that can trouble us or can help us, still, according to our karmic problems that we have done in our previous lives, still there are also cures that the Supreme Lord has given us in our day-to-day lives. Those are Ayurvedic preparations and astrological remedies and so many different kinds of mantric etc. things that one can employ to protect oneself from dangerous things that happen to one only with the consent of the Lord. So, if it's like this, my dear friends, I would like to tell you this thing that please do not have this culture of popping a pill always for all the things that are there. So that's why I made this video for you people to understand that popping a pill is not the right thing to do. So we'll come back. Jai Shri Krishna.